Hey guys, it's Jalal here, and today we're gonna be doing the unboxing of the new Intel Core i7-9700K. So this CPU came out at the end of the year 2018. It is still in 14 nanometers and it has the architecture Coffee Lake S, which is the successor of the Coffee Lake architecture of the generation before. It has 12 megs in cache, 8 cores, 8 threads, the base clock frequency of 3.6 GHz that you can speed up to 4.9 GHz by using the max turbo mode. In terms of power, this is about 95 watts. It also has a graphics unit integrated, which is the Intel UHD Graphics 630. Now, this graphic card can do very basic things, but don't count on it to play big games with big FPS. For that, you really need to spend money and buy a real graphics card. It also supports DDR4 up to 120 gigabytes. It supports DirectX 12, and it has a chipset Z390. So when you want to buy a motherboard, you need to check that it is compatible and it has this chipset Z390. Let's move to the unboxing of this CPU. As I told you, it's the 9th generation of the Core i7 Intel processors. It has a socket LGA1151. Here's some information about the base speed and the max speed of the CPU. And on the back, nothing much apart from some information about warranty. So there are some CPUs from Intel which already come with a fan, but generally it's the mid-range or the lower range of their CPUs. And so the fans themselves are not super performant. So for this kind of high-range CPU, you really need to invest some money on a high-performing fan. You can find some at £50. The Noctua U12S is a really good deal. Here we have the user guide, which contains also installation instructions, and the little sticker on the back, which is quite nice, that you can stick on your case. So among other things, this guide here shows you how to install the CPU on the motherboard, step by step. So the first step is just to decide on which direction you're going to insert the CPU on the motherboard. You raise the aluminum lid. Without taking off the black plastic lid, you insert the CPU and then you close the aluminum lid. Then you lower down the lever, which will take automatically the black plastic lid. And of course, you need to apply some thermal paste on the middle of the CPU before vertically installing the fan. And this vertical movement will spread the thermal paste all over the CPU. Don't put too much because it could overflow. And don't put too little, because then the thermic dissipation will not be optimal. And here we are with the CPU, the superstar of the box, the brain of the PC. So when you are handling CPUs, you need to be super careful because they are very fragile, and especially do not touch them on the back side, and the front side you don't touch it unless you really have to. So for this specific socket, the pins are on the motherboard, and the holes where the pins will be inserted are on the CPU, as we can see here on the back side. But there are some other sockets where it's the opposite, which is true, which means that, for example, in AMD processors, we have the pins in the processor and the holes of the pins in the motherboard. And so this is the little triangle which will help you insert the CPU in the right direction. That's it guys for today. I hope you found the video useful. If you have enjoyed it, you can press the like button. If not, you don't have to. And if you like this kind of content, you can subscribe to my channel, and see you on the next one.